world. If you are new here, my name is Brunel. If you are not, then welcome back. Hello, hello, hello. I'm excited. I have to say, I'm excited about this makeup release. I haven't been this excited about makeup release in quite a while. Why? Because it is a Revolution X Tammi collaboration. This is the third one that she's done with them, and of course she's a UK YouTuber, so I support her hands down. And also I think in the Revolution collaborations, my favorite three are Tammi's collaborations, and I've got the previous two as well, and I really liked them. And also Kami as well. I really have liked his one as well. And obviously, I say obviously, but Patricia Bright as well. I mean, it just happens that they're UK YouTubers. I want to support them. But I really enjoyed Tammy's one. And she's got a new collaboration out with a few items which are very dark skin friendly. So in the collection, right, I'm just going to give you some details. You saw the beginning of the video what I've got, I bought. But I just want to let you know again, you've got, first of all, the biggest item out the whole lot is the Makeup Revolution X Tammi Tropical Twilight Eyeshadow Palette. And it costs £20. It is a big eyeshadow palette. I mean, £20 is a bit more dear than the previous one that she had, but to be fair, that was smaller, and the packaging was not, you know, was not extravagant. And to be honest, also in general, Makeup Revolution's prices have gone up generally anyway. So that's so it's £20, but it is a big palette. I mean, it is this size here, as you can see. It is a big palette with 28 shades. Wow. Right, so we're going to play with that. So the next one, you've got the Tammi lip set, which consists of these two items. They're basically like lip glosses. And in the shade, we've got here, oh my God, my eyesight's really terrible. Oh God, Sheer Muse. Number 12, and then you've also got Sheer Gone Rogue as well, which is slightly darker, but they're quite glossy as well. And of course you've got the lip pencil, which is in shade Glory, and I know for a fact that she has loved this lip pencil for ages and ages. I remember her you know, using this all the time, and it's very pigmented, and I had it in the past and I forgot that I had it. So we've got that, and then finally we've also got basically a palette, which is this one is for deep dark. I could have actually gotten medium deep because looking at the colors, but I've got the deep dark here, and in here you get a blush, you get the highlighter, you get a bronzer, and then you also got a contour. Very handy. No need to go in with a whole heap of products, and you've got this as well. So I'm going to be playing with this one. And these are the items I cannot wait to try. So without further ado, we're going to get started. On my eyes, as an eye base, I already have the P. Louise eye base in the shade number 8. And we're just going to get started. First shade is this one, Horizon. And I'm just going to pack that all over my eyelid. Ooh, 2 taps in the pigment. Yes. Oh my God. Let's see. Oh, wow. It is really pigmented. I'm so happy with it. So far, so good. No complaints whatsoever. Next shade is this one here, which is Coconuts, and I'm going to concentrate that on the outer corners of the eyes. Yeah, I can see the pigment. Consistency wise, it is they are soft. The mattes are soft and very pigmented. Not too much kickback either. You know what? Change the brush.
That's better. I'm just going to concentrate the deeper shades just on the outer corner of the eye. Let's blend it slightly inward.
shade is this one, Sundown. And again, super pigmented. There's a little bit of fallout, but not extreme at all. I'm just going to apply that gently. Whew. Blends really easy, no complaints again. Jumping into the final matte shade, I'm going to go into this one, which is Sunrise, this orange here. And yeah, so I'm just going to soften things a little bit. I'm actually going to use the same brush. I'm just going to gently tap in. And just going to keep that very gentle, just at the very outer layers. For a shimmery shade, I'm going to go with Afterglow, which is this one here. And I'm going to try it first with just my finger. I don't think these will apply really well with just your finger, but I've got it here. It's a lovely shade, but I'm just going to apply it all over my lid. Yeah, so you can see it, but it's just not. No, let's try it with a brush. Much better. Let me try it with a wet brush. Let's see if it makes any difference. Oh, oh, oh my God. Okay, well, that answers the question. Ooh. Oh wow, what a difference. What a difference. Can't complain. Can't complain. So I'm going to go back in with coconuts and just go back to the outer corners of my eyes and just blend everything in. Just tapping gently. The final shade I'm going to use is this one here, which is Firefly. It's more of a glitter shade. Unfortunately, I can't find my glitter glue, so I'm hoping that if I just wet a brush, that will be enough to get a little bit on a brush. I just want kind of like a small amount just at the center of my eyelid. You do get a little bit on the brush. Hopefully it stays and it doesn't make I don't make a mess of things. I just want to sort of pat that the center of my eyelid. Normally I'm not a fan of glitter, but that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Just get a little bit more. I just want a few bits. Very, very pretty shade. I like it. To speed things up a little bit, I'm going to go and put my mascara. I was going to say mascara. I'm going to do my face. I'm going to put foundation, concealer, highlight, all of that. And then come back to you guys. And then we can move on to the other two items. But so far, I am super, super happy with the eyeshadow palette. It is lovely. I can't lie. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I absolutely like it. Alright people, we're moving on to the next item that we're testing out. I know my top has changed and everything. I had makeup on my hands, I forgot, I touched my white t-shirt, fingerprints. No, couldn't have it, it just didn't look right. It looked filthy, it just looked wrong. So I had to get changed. Okay, that's why you got that explanation. That's why you got, whatever. Anyway, so next item is the actual palette with the highlighter, which is in Golden Hour, blushed in Baby Girl, and also bronzer in Belle color, and also contour in Chic. Yeah, it is called Golden Hour. That's the one I actually got, which is for that deeper skin. So we're gonna start off with the contour. I can see that this is quite cool. It might be a little bit touch a bit darker than I would go for, so I'm gonna have to be super gentle with this and just really tap just a tiny amount. Oh yeah, you can see that. Whoa. Ooh, this is something, this is pigmented, so which is good, but we need to blend this in clearly, so I'm just gonna do that. Whew, boy, is that pigmented. So I'm gonna move on to the bronzer. I'm gonna tap very gently. Oh my god, it is super pigmented. One little tap. Oh my, oh my. Little bit on the red side. There's enough warmth, but just a little bit more red. You can actually get away with using this as a blush, to be honest. And for the blush, and I'm going to be very gentle with this blush. Ooh, couple of taps. Oh yeah, you don't need much at all. All right, time to highlight. So we're gonna go, and the highlight, so as I said earlier, it's called a Golden Hour, and I'm just gonna tap. Ooh, let me just tap gently. Now normally I actually try to avoid highlighters because I've got textured skin, so it just doesn't look that great. I'm just gonna apply it. Whew, lordy. Okay. My goodness. It's actually quite, I mean, although it's actually showing quite a bit here on camera, it's quite manageable actually, which is good, because sometimes too much highlighter is a bit, oh, but I need to blend this in. Okay, I'm happy with it as it is at the time for the time being. Now for the lip pencil as well as the lipstick, and I'm going for, obviously the pencil is called Glory, and we're just going to apply that and see. Very pigmented. As you can see, the pencil is super pigmented, it is soft, and I don't know what else to say. And I'm going to move on with the first lip gloss, which is Gone Rogue, number 124. So I'm going to apply that. Oh, the smell is gorgeous. That's something you want to eat. Oh. And the glide. I'm actually going to... I can't actually talk when I'm actually putting lip gloss on. It just doesn't work. So I'm just going to apply it all over. And I'm going to try the other one in the center of my lips just to... Ooh, that's a gorgeous color. That's better. Ooh, I do like these lip glosses. I really do. Ooh. Ooh, I'm looking at the monitor. Ooh, Do you want a kiss? Do you want a kiss? Do you want a kiss? I'm just being silly. Right, what I'm going to do is go and do my wig, and then I'll be back, and obviously setting spray and everything. And yeah, we'll go through and I'll chat about this collection and give you my final thoughts. So I'll see you in a moment. This is the finished look. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully it turns out okay. You can never tell. I can never tell until I'm actually editing and I think, oh, that doesn't look too bad. So it is done. Now, let's start off with the lip glosses. The lip glosses, they're really nice. They're, you know, they're kind of natural. They don't feel gloopy. They don't feel too heavy and uncomfortable on the lips. I really, really like them. So I definitely, and I like these colors as well. So yeah, I'll definitely wear this. The chances are more likely to wear the second lip gloss that I put on with a brown with a brown pencil more often than using this one. But I like them both, so I'm really pleased about that. The pencil is super pigmented, as I said earlier. The actual palette with the bronzer and blush and also contour and highlighter. I actually like the others. The highlighter is not too bad. It's controllable, which is what I do like. I've got texture skin, as I said earlier, so I tend not to use highlighters anyway. But this is actually a really good idea because it's got everything in it that you need. So yeah, and it's really pigmented and it's dark skin friendly and it works really well. I'm not going to complain. So I'm happy with that. I probably will be getting the other palette as well, actually, of this which is slightly lighter, only because the contour is so pigmented. You have to really tap very, 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 very gently, otherwise you'll end up with way too much. And what else? The pièce de résistance, which is the tropical Twilight palette. I mean, this thing here, I really, really like this palette. I like the color story. And I like the colors, and they really are of the tropics. I mean, come on, they've even got on, I don't know if you can see it on the actual eyeshadows themselves, it's got like a coconut tree embedded in there. You've got a combination of warms, you've got greens, you've got blues, you can have your shimmers and your golds. It very much represents the tropics, which is what she's really kept to with all of her collaborations, where she's had colors of the tropics, and this continues that. It is a big palette, as I said earlier. £20 is quite a bit more than normal, but however, if you're used to buying Makeup Revolution stuff, you should be aware at this point that their prices have crept up, including those for collaborations. But it is a big eyeshadow palette. It's got 28 eyeshadows, of which each one is 42 ounces or 1.2 grams. And you've got clearly a combination of mattes, shimmers, and you've got some glitters in there as well. So you've got a whole host of different types. And yeah, so I think it's actually really great. Let me just see if I can just quickly just do a couple of swatches. I'm actually going to keep the swatches to the mattes. I've got a green one, so they're powdery soft. I'm not the best at doing swatches, I do apologize, but these are the mattes, and you can see they're actually quite pigmented. Try another one, and don't mind my nails. I keep meaning to get them to paint them, but every time I paint my nails, by the following day, it's all come off. I don't get it. It's just so weird. I'm going to try some of the purples because they can be very... Oh, look at that. Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah, it's super soft and powdery. Look. It's messy, but look, you can still see the pigment there. And I'm going to try find a blue one, so you can see. You got a blue there as well, which is Nightfall. Yeah, and so they are really super pigmented. I'm just going to see if I can just get some of the shimmers as well. Now, these shimmers may not initially look, the swatches may not be the best, but however, I think, as you guys saw earlier, they don't work so well with just using your finger. I'm so used to actually just using my own finger and tapping in and then popping up my eyelids. These ones work really, really well with a wet brush. And there's the green. So yeah, so when you go for the shimmers, they're not the greatest swatches, even though it's a damn mess that I'm making here. I do apologize for that. But that is besides the point. It's really how they apply to on the eyes. They're not bad as that, but with a wet brush you clearly saw the difference that it made. And I think it's an absolutely lovely palette. It's another successful collaboration again. Well done, lady. Well done, Tammi. I'm so chuffed for her. It's really great when you see someone else doing really well. You ought to be pleased about them and for their success. And I think it is actually great. I'm just wiping my hand here. I think that's actually really lovely. So I'm really happy with all of these actually. I'd recommend all of them. It's actually a nice it's a nice collaboration. It doesn't give you too much. It gives you enough for you to be able to do most of your face. So it is great. I'm really happy with this collaboration. So that's that. Thank you, people. Be safe wherever you are, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.